I'll get into the game. Continue active game. Yeah. Oh, I have like 2 saves. What the hell? 4 saves, 3 saves. I don't know what the last place was called. Plains of Encampment or the Mythical Plains. That's an interesting problem. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe... I don't know if I'm gonna have to mute my thing for this, because even if I don't have volume on it, it's still gonna try to open up. I gotta see where... I gotta find out what the previous game was. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't blast us with volume as soon as it starts. Okay, no, it's not going to. I don't know what my game save is called. So, for anybody that's questioning it, I don't know if it said it when I saved it last. This is a problem I didn't know I'd encounter. Because it didn't show what it was. Okay, no, it didn't show it at the end, so maybe it was at the beginning. Perhaps. I've got to find where the beginning of that VOD was. This is not something I actually knew, because I haven't reloaded a save. I actually looked at this the other day, and I'm like, I've only, I think, reloaded once in the very, very beginning, when I was streaming for like 2 hours at a time. And when I was doing that, I had 3 separate games, and none of them got very far. Okay, it's the second one. Alright. I'm pretty certain it's going to be the second one. We're going to get rid of this. Yeah, get rid of that. It'd be funny if this is a... If this is a Project Zomboid all over again, I'll be so sad. What the fuck? What? I've saved that manually. What did I save? 1 active save. Midwinter. That's probably the newest save, but... Okay. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be, again, genuinely like learning experience. I'm hoping that this is the right thing. It'd be funny if it's not. If it's not, I'll have to start again. But if we're good, we'll be fine. So, assuming that we're loading into the same map as before. Previously, I basically like, is it? Yeah, it starts off pause. I basically like was learning how to read the interface. I built some bedrooms. I can't remember which floor it's on. Up here. How do I move around? There we go. I built some bedrooms, and I figured out how to put down some storage, and we were gonna do some crops, which I think they've maybe planted some. Okay, they've planted some, but they haven't planted all the rest. So, I've also got storage and shit. I've got a few different things. I got beehives out here. I recall that in winter, the water froze over and we couldn't get fish the very first time I played. So, and also I had holes in my roof, which I couldn't figure out how to solve, but I've solved them already. So... I kind of need to sow this, but what else we do? We were doing the farm and we're doing the storage. So, oh, downwards. There we go. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to change the storage so that it doesn't have the... I think so it doesn't have the... Yeah, the special plant thing that I'm not supposed to have in here. It's like plump helmets or something. Yeah, plump helmet. So I think I went around and I got rid of all those. Get out of that. What is this thing? View all alerts. Wait, is there? Oh, okay, cool. By all means, people can definitely give assistance and advice throughout this one. This, I haven't played this since 23, and I didn't really get very far. Like I said, I had like 1 save where I wasn't pausing and I ran out the clock by accident, which is how we got further ahead. And my colony was like starving And I also got one where we couldn't get downstairs because, I don't know, I fucked up the stairs somehow. And then I had another one where I think we got killed outside before we could get downstairs. I don't know. Oh, we had a mesmer issue with one of them. But yeah, I think everybody may be starved. So I was trying to make it that I think this was one that allowed the plump helmets. And I was trying to, I'm pretty certain, I've said that no plump helmets on everything else. What is this? This is a still brew from fruit. Mushroom isn't fruit in this game, right? I'm not really sure what the definition of it is for this, but we were doing fruit. I guess it's under plant, maybe? Because when I was looking at this, we have it under food. I don't want to add anything, but food, plants. Yeah, okay, so it should be a plant, not a fruit. And I definitely like you guys preparing some fish. You got that forever. Do I have anything special for this? No. Catch live fish. I don't have that on a do forever thing. There should be though. Okay, I need you guys to be catching fish. At least to have food before the lake freezes over. The extract from raw fish. I don't know what that is. We'll do it at least once. Find out what that is. Butcher. I don't want to just butcher every single thing. Maybe do that. I don't want this to be left on. I don't trust them not to go and like butcher the cats. You know. The fishery thing's done. Let's see, farmer's workshop. Farmer does what? What do? You do makes cheese, makes sheet from plants, milk and animal. I thought I had milk animal on forever if we have an animal that's milkable. Processed plants, barrel, processed plants, vial, shear an animal. We'll put that on forever as well. I don't want the animals to just be perpetually being shorn, but I don't know what else to do with it yet. It's been thread, yeah. I kind of want them to keep doing that, but I assume that like we could probably do with some other stuff from that. Requires unrotten paper making plants. Okay, I might have some shit in this base that's like rotted maybe. And the kitchen is where I want it to come over. And I wanted to make meals, but I don't know how to... What is this? Add stockpile links for this workshop. Yeah, okay. So, what I would like... Select the stockpile to give to... I assume... Wait, is it take from, maybe? Choose a stockpile from which the workers will take out. Okay, yeah, okay. I assume I can, like, do this to a few. Because I don't specifically have one down on this level yet. That I don't actually know if it does it for the level above, actually. Oh, maybe. I don't know if there's some stuff. I'm trying to find, like, stockpiles that might have food. There's one more. This would be corpses, but I mean, if there's anything fresh that they can take from it, I'm guessing that would be exclude and give to. I don't have a specific for that yet, but we'll do that. So they should not hopefully take from the one and only one that we have good shit in. I also want to make a stockpile that's got like rocks. I don't know if I was doing that yet. I've got a lot in here that have got wood and stone. And you guys let me know that like wood and stone and shit's like basically indefinite. They won't remove it until it's like gone out of it. There is a barrel in here. I don't know what's in there. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to make like a couple that were like lumber ones only. That one's a lumber one only. This one seems to be like a miscellaneous everything. I removed those from it. I want to remove stone from this All stone. Remove all stone. Metal ore, ergonomic, other stone. Okay, there's actually multiple fucking stuff. Holy shit. That is... Wait, what? Pudding to stone? Pudding stone? I'm sure that's a real thing, but like, okay. I don't know if I can just... I was hoping I could click on that. I guess none of those. And something just fell down the back of my shirt. Fantastic. It's not even summer yet. Okay. I may have a bug down the back of my shirt. I'll deal with that as I need to. In summertime, because there's a light above my head, it's pretty common that I'll just get like a bug that hits the light bulb and just like is momentarily stunned and will just fall straight down onto me. So yeah, I'm kind of like assuming that that's what just happened, but it's like spring, so that shouldn't be happening yet. I don't want any stone here either. I don't know if I have in this one. Let's get rid of stone here too. I don't know if I have one specifically allowing stone. I think whichever ones up here are allowing it, I'll allow it. Because you guys let me know that they won't put more into it, but they won't remove stuff out once it's in it. So until it's like juiced up. So we'll have to work with that. All right. And what is this one doing? Not the stockpile, the crafts thing. I wanted to make from rock, since we have a lot of rock. I know you could make hives from that. I also don't know if nest box would be useful. I think the cats just walked in and out. Anyway, sorry. Mild distractions. What else we got here? We've got dyes, we've got toys, short swords, scroll rollers, scepter, ring, pot. Assume a pot would be useful. Maybe. I've got a lot of rock, and I don't know how much of this is super useful for them. Rock gem. Figurine. I wanted to make some mugs. Not like that. I wanted to make... I'm pretty sure I have a worker for this. I wanted to make some mugs. Or cups. I think it was mugs. Make a rock mug. Yeah, I want about 10 of those. Because I have a lot more people now. And they will want, like, alcohol and stuff. So let them, like, skittle around and do some things. I'm not quite sure yet how to identify if they've done something very specific or not. Which, speaking of, I've got to plant this. I'll let them kind of keep getting around. Strawberries. Okay. I don't know yet. Not to fertilize current amount. Fertilize every season. Maybe. Oh, it's winter now. Oh, these are... Oh, it's actually like specific shit. Well, it's midwinter. I don't know if I could plant something for like spring and it would be good. Or... Well, blackberry bushes look like they go for both. So I might be able to get away with that. I kind of want to hit fertilize every season. I don't know what that's going to do. You recenter... Yeah, no. What is it? Peasants catch live land animal. Needs empty trap. Okay, hold on. Craft dwarf, maybe? Is it under trap? Have I got caps lock on? No, it's just a game. Alright. It's just a game doing caps lock business. Okay, so it's not this one. Hey, Viking. I see you laying down at my side. Suddenly both your wolf. I'll just give you a pat. What have you been up to? Looks like it's been longer than a weekend, honestly. Maybe here. Let's see, trap. Okay, yeah, wooden animal trap. I'll probably need more than one of those, but I've got that for the moment. I will let them kind of do what they're doing, and I'll have a look at what else is in here. Wooden corkscrew, maybe. Menacing spike, wooden ball. Nice tail happily smiling, receives pats, looks huskies. What are you looking at, huskies? What are they doing? What are they up to? Better keep a side eye on those. Armor stand, barrel. I think we were making barrels. Yeah, what are the huskies up to, Viking? Pretty curious about this because it's the first I've heard of it. Splint, stepladder, table. I was making something for downstairs too. Make plenty of cups. Storage rocks with the mushrooms and the storage area. Hatch cover. Yeah, actually a hatch cover could be good if, well, I don't need 10 of them. Hold on. I think I need 1 hatch cover. Hold on. I think I'm supposed to have that already at the moment. I'm not really sure. Let's tell stops. Was it? Wag so happily smiling, looking at the prices of husky smiles. No. There's Vikings out here in this economy looking at huskies. It's pretty awesome though. I'll be excited to see possibly some photos in the future, maybe. If that's the case. Vikings photos are always nice anyway, but they may contain huskies in the near future perhaps. I don't want to cut down more stuff. It's surprisingly like not really snowing. Yak. I don't know if those are penned. Maybe? The cats look like they're like getting out and doing stuff. Are you laying eggs? Is these eggs? Sand pear leaves. No. Okay. I thought it might be laying eggs. Oh, happily smiling. Receives pats. No. I have a flock of cats going inside at the moment. So what did we make? It's hard to see what's happened. I'm not really sure if they've done what I've wanted them to do. The tasks look like they're complete. They still look like they're making mugs. No trader. No. Let's see. Making mead. Making drink from stuff. Yeah. Can I add more? Extract from plants, maybe? I'd like to see what extract from plants are, but I don't currently have, I don't think I have much in the way of plants. Brew drinks from fruit. Drink from plant. I think I've already got, I've got make mead, I've got that. Okay, I've got a couple of things there. I don't know how long it takes for the mushrooms to grow. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I was looking at a batch of kittens again the other day, and I'm like, I can't afford them, unfortunately. But I also was like on a waiting list for like the last 16 years for like a specific one. And every time they're available, wrong way. Every time they're available, I'm always in a position where I can't afford them, which is fair, so I pass it up and stuff, but it always sucks. But they've got some gorgeous ones again at the moment. I wonder if I can like multi-crop this. No. Okay. Oh, what kind of cats you want? Well, I've been on a waiting list to get the same breed of cat as Phoenix. He's a Tonkinese, and he's a, what is he? He's a seal mink tonk. And what that basically means is he's a brown to black Tonkinese cat, which like the colors of the coat changes with the temperature of like the seasons and shit. So in winter he'll be like really dark and more like deep browny black kind of thing, and in summer he'll be more like cream and caramel kind of thing. Just really awesome. And I've been on a list to get a blue version of that, which is a blue mink. But they're a diluted gene, a recessive gene, which are hard to get unless you get like the right kind of cat's mate. And then on top of that, they're only, I think it's like a 25% chance, or like it's a 25% chance or something like that. If you have 4 kittens, you might get 2 minks kind of thing. Or because I think there's solid, mink, and point. And the minks, because of the way the breeder has always worked, I couldn't just be like, I'm cool with both male and female. It's like you got to pick one or the other. So I've been on like the list for like a male for fucking donkey's years, because that's what I had at the time. I had Phoenix as a male cat, and I'm like, I wanted a male cat. I'm like, if I had to pick one, I don't really care. But yeah, every time they've got one, which has been like every 7th year, I haven't been able to afford them and shit. But now I'm getting to a point where I'm like, I kind of just like the fucking solid ones. They're also really nice. They don't change colors and shit, but they're beautiful anyway. And yeah, in between waiting, like I was hoping to get another one while Phoenix was still relatively young, or maybe midway through his life. But he's like 16 now. And I got tired of waiting a few years ago and just got Azula, as, you know, from somebody. She's like a Russian blue cross calico. Not like any kind of purebred or whatever. She's just the one that took my fancy kind of thing and was available. And yeah, she's fantastic. I love them both, and I'm really content with both of them. But yeah, I still kind of would like to eventually get the other cat. I'd like to eventually get it before Phoenix maybe, you know, someday passes away or something, because it'd be quite cool in a sense. Not doing it just because, oh, it's cool kind of thing, but just I think it'd be pretty awesome to have like 2 cats from the same home, like from the same place kind of thing, generations apart but genetically related, you know. I think it'd be kind of pretty interesting to have. And yeah, it just, the only thing is like they're so fucking expensive now. It's like when I couldn't afford them when they had them last, they were closer to like, you know, 550, 750, something like that. Now they're like, I think 1,400 or plus kind of thing, somewhere around that kind of thing. They're well and truly expensive now. So yeah, it's kind of like whenever I see them, I'm like, I'd love one, but I barely have like a buffer of that my entire year kind of thing. So yeah, it would be, you know, one of those irresponsible situations to take in another animal that requires, you know, food and medical care and all this kind of business kind of thing when, you know, you barely afford to purchase a cat in the first place, you know. I just had my wisdom tooth removed. Got stitch and shit. Sitting with, what's it? Cryopad on my face. How you doing? Sounds like hard topic. No, not really hard topic. Just honest topic, realistically. Just, yeah. I've seen some very cute kittens very recently. But I know that my current life situation, it's not going to be on my cards. And it kind of pains me because I don't really want to say no to them again. Because that would be like a third time. And that would be like, you know, they only happen like every several years they get one. So, yeah. I don't want to be the person that's on the list that says I want one and then I can't actually commit to it at the time when they have that, you know. I will also hydrate. Hold on. Also, you make sure you rest if you've got like wisdom teeth out and shit. But yeah, if you happen to have any Dwarf Fortress advice, go for it. Because at the moment, I've set up some stuff. I think that they've done it. I'm not really sure yet how to check for like quantities of food and stuff. Like I can see up here we've got like 81 food, but I don't know what that is. Like we've got a shit ton of seeds and fish and plants and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I don't really know what I'm looking at yet. Maybe this will tell me. I will also sit up a bit. I wasn't prawning, but I was definitely like, I don't know, beginning the hunch kind of thing. So happily smiling runs to shadow. Max continues looking at huskies. Yeah, that's how we got onto the topic in the first place. Was Viking is perusing huskies at the moment, and I'm looking forward to some husky photos in the near future from Viking. But at the same time, I'm like, it just kind of reminded me of the fact that like, yeah, there's, I don't know, just cute cats, and I can't get them and stuff. Like, I am pretty content with the 2 cats that I have and stuff, but I would still love to be able to have like the 3rd one in Phoenix's lifetime from them. But I also am not greatly like pleased with the cost, and also the fact that I can't have it for like, I don't know, over 2 months, you know. And a lot of like the joy of getting a pet is like the young stage where you get to like really spend that time bonding and shit, you know. So speaking of huskies, I'm waiting for the recordings. What? What do you mean recordings? Well, Black so happily smiling gives lots of feathers to shadow. Lol. So here you can see every item in the fortress. Click on the category headings to collapse, expand them. If you don't have a bookkeeper, they don't have an office to work in, numbers may be approximate. Okay. I think I clicked in here before. So we have animal traps. That's not what I want to find out. I have armor. I'm guessing they came with armor. I don't mind how that looks though. Dingo leather dress. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. They've got fucking dingoes in this. Cave spider silk. All right, let's see. What have we got? We have miscellaneous bags. Lump helmet spawn bag. Okay, I'm guessing these are containing seeds, perhaps? That's what it kind of looks like it's got. Pigtail seeds bag. Yeah, they look like they're seeds. These are known for singing the song of their people whenever mildly inconvenienced. Oh yeah, no, I know about that. Because like when I was looking at originally getting a dog, I was tossed up between German Shepherd, Border Collie, and I think Malamutes. It's not quite Huskies, but not that far removed either. Malamutes weren't quite my thing. I liked German Shepherds, and I initially wanted a dog that gave off like intimidation vibes, you know, because the whole point of, not the whole point of why I was getting a dog, but much of the reason why I was getting a dog at the time was because, you know, I had a stalker and home invasions and shit. So yeah, deterrent would be nice. But I ended up going for Border Collie because I'm like, if I'm going to get a dog at the time, my thought process was that I'd get one that like I always wanted, which was a Border Collie. And yeah, she was pretty awesome. Gem bin? Okay. Oh, that's right. I did make a bin. That's not quite what I thought those things get used for, but okay. I'm just kind of like looking through my shit and trying to understand what I have. I'm not too sure what to do after winter. I think we'll probably survive it. I don't know. I think we've got enough food and drinks for it, but I'm not really sure what comes next. So I'm just trying to like figure out what we have. Body parts, wild. Maybe that they also need a lot, and I made a lot of walks. Well, that's the thing though, is like I used to walk 7k every day, regardless of if I was going to gym or not. So like having a Border Collie and stuff wasn't really an issue. Like the biggest thing with her was more mental stimulation. Yes, the exercise, but mental stimulation is part of it and stuff. So like I did a shit ton of like training and stuff with her, but I also took her to like the dog park because there was a much larger area she could run in than like my yard, and she was safe there kind of thing. So we used to do like a lot of ball sport stuff where she could like really like get a full speed kind of run and stuff. I got some gorgeous photos of her from there. There was like a amateur photographer, just getting in some practice and stuff at the time. And she was going around like photographing the dogs and stuff. And yeah, I've got those ones framed. They're really nice. Bracelets, buckets. But yeah, no, it was a lot of work.